Now on CoastTV News.
Bethany parking price hike.
I think it's unfair.
The town considering raising the cost of visiting their slice of the coast.
Tax vote. The Indian River School District looking for more money. What it means for teachers, students, and your wallet.
Milford Library renovations. A growing city with growing needs.
Seems to be growing exponentially.
The city library wants to expand its services to better help the community.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Pay to park in Bethany Beach and it could cost you more. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the latest coastal town to consider raising rates.
Bethany Beach is looking at increasing parking by as much as 33%, and that could take effect starting this summer. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe is live in Bethany Beach. Kevin, Bethany isn't alone. A lot of coastal towns have increased their fees.
Maddie, if you parked in Bethany Beach last summer, it would have costed you $3 an hour. But now the town is looking to up that to be $4 an hour. This is after Rehoboth Beach upped their parking prices to $4 an hour, as well as Ocean City, who is now considering to raise their parking prices to $4.50. Coastal towns are vacation hotspots for families during the summer. In Bethany Beach, they have plenty of shops and restaurants, a boardwalk, and of course, brilliant ocean views. It's not too good to be true, but it's too good to be cheap, at least where parking is concerned. Like a lot of towns along the coast, Bethany Beach is considering charging more, and that's something local Timothy Bratton says could be a problem.
I think it's unfair for the tourists to have to pay a lump sum of money to park just to go into a vendor's shop and pay money in there.
The Bethany Beach Budget and Finance Committee is considering increasing their parking by $1 per hour, jumping from $3 to $4. Other cities and towns have already made similar changes, and Bethany Beach believes they have to do the same to stay competitive in the job market. According to the Bethany Beach budget proposal, if they increase the pay to $4 an hour, it would make the town a little over $1.1 million, and they would use that money to cover the cost for people working during the summer season. Bratton, who has lived in Bethany Beach for over 22 years, thinks this increase would steer customers away, maybe even hurting the businesses in town.
Why should you pay for parking to go spend $200 when you can go somewhere else and do the same thing and don't pay $0?
To some, paid parking is just the cost of visiting the coast. To others, a change in charges is just too much. Both sides will get to voice their opinions at a public hearing on the proposed budget on March 17th. Now, we talked to businesses right here in Bethany Beach, and although they didn't want to make a comment about this, their reaction to hearing about the possible increase was not a good one. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Bethany Beach, Coast TV News.
And parking not the only thing in Bethany's budget. The town is proposing a 20% increase in water use fees, projected to raise $288,000. These water fees have not been increased in 10 years. The budget also calls for $1.2 million for street and paving projects and $600,000 for boardwalk repairs. All of this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, is $4 an hour for parking too much?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 76%, that's gone up, I think, ever so slightly, say yes always, though depending on location has gotten a little bit more of the vote since 5 p.m.
If you haven't voted yet, if you have a big opinion you want to get out there, go vote at coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. You can also leave a comment, and we will show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11. After 8 years, the Indian River School District will go to a current expense referendum. The district asking people to vote in favor of a property tax increase. That money would fund operating costs as well as recruitment and retention of staff. IRSD Superintendent Dr. Jay Owens says he's hopeful for a good turnout March 20th.
We want folks to be as informed as possible, but really March 20th, we want the community to come out and have their voice heard.
A public meeting will be held tonight at 7 p.m. at the Indian River High School to provide more information on that referendum.
A local advocacy group called Homeless and Human says it is on board with the new short-term rental rules in Ocean City. The new regulations essentially eliminate short-term rentals in neighborhoods by establishing a 31-night minimum stay for guests. The group says short-term rentals reduce the availability and affordability of homes.
Unfortunately, I don't have hopes that homes are going to become more affordable anytime soon for any reason. But I do believe that these restrictions will help open the conversation and get more people to understand that there are so many people who are just simply locked out of having a home.
On the contrary, Diaconia, a homeless shelter that operates in Worcester County, pointed out that short-term rentals can actually serve a positive purpose because it gives them time to work on a more supportive permanent housing plan. As we're taking a live look now outside into Ocean City, our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening to you, Maddie. And we have a pretty good evening on tap. I mean, you take a look at the skyline, absolutely clear. This is how it feels when you're under the influence of high pressure, when it's staying pretty dominant and keeping all the clouds away. In Lewis, we're at 46 degrees, a bit cooler than yesterday. We're about 17 degrees cooler now. They were 24 hours ago at this exact same time. We will drop into the 40s, mid-40s by 9 o'clock with a few scattered clouds developing late just in and around Lewis specifically. Now, temperatures right now, we're at 57 in Cambridge right now, 48 in Georgetown, but we're 17 degrees cooler now than we were 24 hours ago. In Georgetown, we're 15 degrees cooler than we were this same time yesterday in Salisbury, and we're at 47 in Milton, 48 Georgetown, 49 right now in Delmar. Coming up, we're going to be talking about a couple of cloudy days, Maddie, followed by some brilliant sunshine over the weekend.
All right, Paul, thank you. On your screen now is the area of a deadly bike accident in Lewis Tuesday afternoon in the Senator's neighborhood. According to Delaware State Police, a box truck was turning when a 68-year-old Milton man riding his bike crashed into the back of the truck. The cyclist was taken to the hospital where he later died. His name has not been made public yet. The truck's driver and passenger were not hurt. New tonight, Senate Bill 21 released from committee. That's the next step to moving forward and getting passed by the state Senate. The bill clarifies corporate code and is aimed at keeping corporations in Delaware, which is a huge part of state revenue. It was proposed after big companies who long incorporated in Delaware left after some high-profile legal cases. On the other side, though, opponents believe this bill will negatively impact Delaware's economy, pensions, other retirement funds, and everyday investors.
Senator Darius Brown is issuing a statement saying a big step was taken in reaffirming Delaware's leadership and looks for support from others, saying, quote, "We urge Governor Meyer and our colleagues in the Delaware House of Representatives to join us in supporting SB 21. Together, we can ensure that Delaware remains a beacon of innovation and excellence in corporate governance, fostering an environment where businesses can thrive while contributing to the prosperity of our state."
Governor Matt Meyer throwing his support behind the bill, saying, "I am urging both chambers in the state's legislature to move with the urgency this issue deserves," end quote.
The debate over rising energy costs continue in Delaware today. The Senate Environment and Energy Committee held a hearing on 3 bills that look to bring those costs down. Coast TV News reporter Christina DeRobertis is in the newsroom with more on this. Christina, all the bills advanced out of committee.
That's right, Charlie. And now the 3 bills will go to the Senate floor for a vote. And lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say that these measures are key to bringing down rising utility costs, although Delmarva Power disagrees. But let's break down the bills for you. So first, there is Senate Bill 59. It proposes a change in how rate increases are reviewed and approved, and supporters say it would give Delaware's Public Service Commission the ability to challenge unnecessary rate hikes. Then there is Senate Bill 60, which would limit what costs utility companies can pass on to customers. It would also create a $125 million cap on capital expenses. Finally, there is Senate Bill 61, which is all about transparency, and it would make votes from the regional grid operator, PJM, it would make those votes public.
I think this is a great step forward. I think there's tailwinds behind this because of what our folks experienced in January with higher than expected bills because of the colder winter. And so, when there's tailwind, I'm really fortunate that there's tailwind to move things forward.
And Delmarva Power has spoken out against these bills, saying some create unnecessary burdens and that they could even eliminate the flexibility that Delmarva Power needs to maintain and improve infrastructure. Back to you guys.
Christina, thank you. Delaware legislators also working to improve benefits for state pensioners. One new bill raising the burial benefit from $7,000 to $10,000 and raises the limit for funeral expenses and wrongful death claims. This would also apply to local police departments and firefighters. If approved, these changes go into effect October 1st. We are just getting started.
The Henry Hotel documentary winning awards, why it has a local tie-in.
And we're going to be warming steadily over the next few days, but as far as tonight is concerned, listen, the ISS is visible. It'll start tonight at about 7:50, max height 37 degrees, and then visibility will end at 7:56. Be sure you get out and enjoy. This is a rare sight, Maddie.
But first, the Milford Public Library funding, why the library says it needs more money now. When we're back in just 60 seconds.
Save floor $100 at Carpet and Tile Mart. Mohawk's PureTech floors have 3 times the scratch resistance of regular vinyl, plus watertight joints, a waterproof surface, and a lifetime Wet Protect warranty. So you never have to let water win.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Save floor $100 on new floors now at Carpet and Tile Mart. Get style, performance, and value with PureTech flooring. See store for details. Visit a Carpet and Tile Mart Supercenter or carpetmart.com today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The Milford Public Library says it needs more money, and it's asking for that at council tonight.
The library is discussing renovations to the building for the first time in about 20 years.
Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live there in Milford.
Emma, the library tells you they're a connection place for the community.
Maddie and Charlie, the Milford Public Library tells me not only is tonight's meeting about the renovations, but they also hope the city starts to see them as part of the social infrastructure of Milford and not just as a community center. Beginning a new chapter. The Milford Public Library is looking to renovate their space, and one step in that process is tonight's presentation to the Milford City Council. Sean Kelly, who moved to the area, says the library's resources have helped his son keep up with school.
Milford seems to be growing exponentially, so the more things they could add, I think, would be a better thing.
The poverty level in Milford is outpacing the rest of the state and the nation in general. At the same time, the city's reading proficiency levels are lower than both as well, that according to the 2020 U.S. Census. Milford Public Library Director Leah Rossell says they have resources to try and help that.
In partnership with the schools, libraries really are here to help enhance what they're teaching in schools.
And all of the resources are free, which is why they're hoping to get more financial support from the city.
There's always this expectation to spend money, and so the library is sort of like this last vestige of, the great equalizer in town. We're sort of at a critical juncture, because our services are free, we can't raise prices because of inflation, and so our choice is to decrease service. And that's the last thing I want to do.
As the page turns and their story moves forward, the library is hoping to get the city's support. The library says they're always looking for a way to make a difference in the community, whether through reading and education or through cultural and entertainment programs. Live in Milford, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Real quick, we're looking into the skies. Listen, for early Friday, we're going to see partial of the eclipse. It's going to kick in at 1 o'clock, then 2:12, and then maximum eclipse is actually going to happen just before 3 o'clock as we get a chance to enjoy a total lunar eclipse. Your full forecast is coming up.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV. Save yourself the trouble of your DIY garage project. Let the experts at Complete Concrete Coatings transform your garage surface from average to extraordinary. We are family owned and operated, offering high quality residential and commercial services at competitive prices. Concrete Coatings uses 100% polyaspartic materials, lasting 4 times longer, cures quicker, and UV resistant with multiple color options available, backed by a lifetime warranty. Turn your design dreams into reality and have your things returned on the same day. Call us today for a free estimate or visit CompleteConcreteSystem.com.
L&W Insurance, your partners in protection since 1932. As one of Delaware's largest independent insurance agencies, we are committed to meeting all of your insurance needs.
Citadel Concepts and L&W have formed a great relationship. We've been trusting them for over 10 years.
At L&W Insurance, we aim to be your trusted business partner. As a local, I care about providing your employees with comprehensive benefits and insurance protection. For all your commercial and personal insurance needs, trust L&W to be your partner in protection.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Hey, Slick, how's that video going to help us pay for college?
I don't know, but your basketball skills sure aren't going to either.
I bet you can't make the next one.
Bet I can, and I bet I can attend Warwick for free.
Ha! If you figure that out, I'll be in your next video.
All right, bet.
You can attend Warwick for free with the Maryland Community College Promise Scholarship. Fill out the FAFSA today. Visit warwick.edu for more details.
Attention Delmarva, it's Ashley's 80th anniversary. Your local Ashley stores in Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware have been selected as national inventory distribution sites with savings up to 80% off store-wide. The most prolific name in home furnishings, Ashley celebrates 80 years as the value leader with savings up to 80% off. Only in our tax-free retail sites in Millsboro and Del Mar, Delaware.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love, totally. Big or small, at the beach or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Delmarva Sports Network updates can be heard on Big 107.7.
Thanks to the little bit of sunshine we received, we warmed to 57 degrees in Georgetown for the high, 2 degrees cooler than that in Ocean City. But get this, we're 17 degrees cooler than we were just this same time yesterday. So right now we're holding at 46 in Milton, 48 Georgetown, 48 right now in Del Mar. Winds still staying active from the Lewis Beach to Ocean View, Fenwick Island, Ocean City, all the way down to Chincoteague, bracing for 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But overall, we're relatively quiet for right now as a quasi-stationary front kind of drapes around our immediate region. It'll begin to kind of float its way in our direction. Overnight, we fall into the 40s, 43 in Milton, Millsboro, and Selbyville for the overnight low. We stay cloudy for Thursday, particularly along the coast right here with all the beaches, temperatures in the 40s by the afternoon. Tomorrow will be colder, clammy, and cloudy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Same holds true for Friday morning at 9 o'clock with the winds coming off of the water. And we're just not going to see much movement with the temperatures for 2 days in a row because we're going to have 2 days of thick cloud cover. But then going into the weekend, spring fever springs back onto us. In fact, but we will see some spring showers, particularly Monday by the afternoon, lunchtime, and then that line will begin to pull on through and we'll clear out in time for Tuesday. And by the way, Monday, we're likely to have a yellow alert day. Here's a look at your extended forecast. Thursday and Friday, back-to-back cloudy skies and back-to-back 52, then back-to-back 70s after that.
Paul, thank you. In sports, we head to Norfolk, Virginia for the 2025 MEAC tournament. As the Delmarva Sports Network's Kayla Santiago shows us, the Delaware State University Hornets looking for some postseason magic.
Delaware State University women's basketball, the 7th seed heading into the 2025 MEAC tournament. They take on the number 2 seed in the Howard Bison. We start things off with some defense. Erica Huggins stealing and dealing. But here comes Howard. What a pass by Destiny Howes, and Nia Thomas finishes the job. Hornets on the drive, but what a block by Niall Miller. And Sanaya King, never giving up on the play for Howard, gets it back off 1 foot and in. Hornets looking for an answer. Cross-court pass and tough bucket by Brooke Barnes. But this game would be all Bison. Howard comes out on top 85-51 and will play the winner of Morgan State versus University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Bison are back in the semifinals, and one local team has a chance to meet them there once again in the Lady Hawks. As for Delaware State University, they will turn the tides to prepare for next season. Hornets' journey has ended on the women's side. For the men's team, they will play their first round matchup tomorrow night at 8 p.m. against North Carolina Central University. Reporting from the MEAC tournament in Norfolk, Virginia for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, the Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at oceocean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Spring cleaning is simple with a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub and shower from Coastal Bath Company. With countless 5-star reviews, you know you're in good hands.
The acrylic in the bathroom holds up as advertised.
It's easy to maintain. It's easy to clean.
I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
Don't wait. Call Coastal Bath today. Local and family owned, Coastal Bath.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Lewis Auto Mall. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Encore, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
Brian, what's the difference between salt-treated decking and composite decking?
Treated lumber costs less but needs a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't crack, fade, or rot while adding value to your home.
And with Paul Davis, you can explore colors and designs right from your home. We'll bring the showroom to you.
And give you a same-day estimate.
Call now and get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber. Or no payments and no interest for 12 months, but only through March 31st. Call Paul Davis today.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
The Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings boys basketball team heading to the state championship game on Friday. We will have live coverage starting at 1:30 p.m. on the Delmarva Sports Network. Tune in at 2 p.m. for live analysis and chat with the DSN crew. This is all part of the Wawa watch party for the state championship against the Seed School.
Proud moment here. Marlon Wallace, an editor at our sister station WBOC, put a documentary titled The Henry Hotel that our very own Paul Williams starred in, and it won an award at the Ocean City Film Festival.
It did. Marlon said that he got drawn to this thread by just living and working in the area.
He says the Henry Hotel was always the place you heard stories about or drove by, but he never actually did a deep dive.
The Henry Hotel hosted African-American tourists and entertainers during segregation, including Duke Ellington. Marlin said when he learned more, he knew he needed to tell the full story of the Henry Hotel.
As an African-American myself, it's important for me to tell stories about African-American history. And this is one of those pieces of overlooked African-American history that I think needed to be, made people aware of.
Great segment today on Coast Life. I can give you a shout out, Charlie, on that. And you can watch the full film on YouTube at Mason Dixon Media.
But Paul can tell us what brought him to the film. Paul?
Marlon contacted me, and we made sure we cleared it with all the folks with Draper Media to make sure it was okay. But it was really just a lot of fun, just going into an area where, you don't think about the people who don't have a voice during that time period. So it was an opportunity to hear the tone and the teachings of the voiceless and the story that they had that most people didn't realize. And it wasn't a story down anybody for being this or that, but it was really a great story of the ingenuity, of a few people with just, that idea of just providing something for normal, everyday folks, not just the Duke Ellingtons and all of that. But I'm going to provide the forecast for all of us regular common folks as well. Listen, we're looking at the umbrella giveaway. Jeannie Warren, congratulations, you're our winner. You can call our weather line whenever you're ready. It's already ready for you. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
Paul, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.